What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the Lamborghini Urus versus the Audi Q8 RS. So let's say you, mister, want to buy one of these two cars, but the money you save on the Audi is just too great. So what should you do? Before we get into it, we're going to ask our Italian consultant behind the camera. Is it urus or urus?
Urus.
Can you say that again, please?
Urus.
Urus. I don't think I think she's scamming us. She's not really Italian. So guys, after extensive research, this is how you say it.
As urus.
It really is urus, so we're not getting scammed. Good. So as I was saying, is the Lamborghini Urus really worth 200k more? Well, it's the same thing as buying a MacBook over an HP laptop. They are both laptops and they do both serve the same purpose in the end of the day. However, owning a MacBook does have its own advantages because in the end of the day, it is Apple. And I know what I'm about to say can hurt some people, but just hear me out. I hear this all the time and it just never makes sense to me. Some people say go out and buy a Q8 RS, tune it, and it's just simply going to be better than the Lamborghini Urus. While yes, this is somewhat true, but at the same time, it's not right. You're going to spend a lot of money on tuning. You're definitely going to void your warranty. You're going to mess with the reliability of the car. But anyways, let's talk about the main features, with the first thing being engines. The Audi Q8 RS comes with a 4-liter twin turbocharged V8 engine that makes 591 horsepower and 590 pound-feet of torque, and it does 0 to 60 in 3.2 seconds, which is incredibly impressive. And on the other hand, the Urus comes with an, act surprised please, a 4-liter twin turbocharged engine, V8 of course, but here's where the difference is. 641 horsepower, which is around 50 horsepower difference, and it's got 625 pound-feet of torque, and it does 0 to 60 in 3.1 seconds. So what we know is the Urus has slightly more horsepower and torque, but the 0 to 60 time is pretty much identical. I thought the 200k extra money you pay is for a 2-second car, but that's not the case. Now let's compare the exterior looks of these cars and see which one looks better, and starting with the Audi Q8 RS. The Audi Q8 RS has got this really aggressive look to it, which isn't new to Audi. The car looks just perfectly aggressive and has got this very stealthy look to it. It's also got this very fastback look, which adds more to its aggressiveness. One thing that I think looks a little not too good is the fenders. I don't know, it just looks like it shouldn't be there, but that's just my opinion. And moving on to the Lamborghini Urus. A lot to say about this one. First of all, it feels like it isn't real, looks more like a toy on video and in pictures. However, in real life it looks a lot better. It's a very sharp car in terms of detail and body lines, and of course I don't need to mention that it looks really sporty and unique. After all, it is a Lamborghini. Now let's compare the interior of these cars, and starting with the Audi Q8 RS again. Inside the Audi Q8 RS you meet more luxury than sport. The car looks very spacious and modern, some carbon fiber and Alcantara here and there, and that's about it. Now moving on to the Lamborghini Urus. It's a spaceship, what a mess, a billion dials, very sporty and driver oriented, proper sports car interior. This is almost what you need inside of a sports car. I'm gonna have to say that the interior of the Lamborghini Urus is more sporty, but that's not to set you back from the Q8 RS. Some people like really sporty cars in terms of looks and performance, and some people are just in it for the performance. Moving on to sound. You guys will hear the Audi Q8 RS first, and then you guys will hear the Lamborghini Urus. Now that you guys heard the sound of both these cars, I think you can kind of lean more towards the Lamborghini Urus. But now let's come to a conclusion. Both these cars are great cars. But the problem with the Audi Q8 RS, it kind of is the poor man's Lamborghini Urus. It's just very similar to the Maserati and Ferrari situation. What is it called? Maserati and Ferrari. So as I was saying, it's very similar to the Maserati and Ferrari situation. There's always that group of people, if you end up buying an Audi Q8 RS, they're gonna say, oh, why didn't you get the Lamborghini Urus? Well, simply because maybe you don't feel the need to buy a Lamborghini, or maybe in general you don't like Lamborghinis. Lamborghinis are not very well known for reliability. So if you were to go for an Audi Q8 RS, you are a very smart man. Not only are you saving a lot of money, but you're not buying a brand. Here's the thing that people don't understand. When you go out and buy Lamborghinis and Ferraris and all these things, you're buying more of a brand than it is a really good performance car. And sure, some decades ago Ferraris and Lamborghinis were actually really good sports cars, but just nowadays they look good, they sound good, they kind of drive good, but they're just priced not good. But back to the main topic of the video. The Audi Q8 RS is just simply a much better deal and a much better purchase, just because it is cheaper and you kind of get the same exact performance. I mean, 0.1 of a second is not really that much. It's more like driver's reaction than it is anything else. So be smart and buy yourself an Audi Q8 RS instead of the Lamborghini Urus. Now, if you guys would like to see an Audi Q8 RS versus the BMW X6M or the Lamborghini Urus versus the X6M, we can also make a video about that. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video.